This is Amud Yomi, Gemara Berachos, Daf Tes Amud Aleph. We pick it up on Tes Amud Aleph. We are 4 lines from the top. Amud Rav Zero Bavashli Yomer Ashkivenu. That even though you can say Kriya Shema 2 times by Yoim and be, you can say one for a day, one for night. When you split it up by nates, you cannot see Ashkivenu, you cannot see the Berachos Kriya Shema of Laila, as that is only actually by Laila. Lav beferish itmar elo mechlale itmar. We learned this from an inference. There was a pair of Rabbanan de Rav Shimon Levi who got drunk at a wedding of Rav Yeshua and Levi, and Rashi points out they fell asleep and they woke up after Amud Shachar. Also, Rav Yeshua Levi Amar. Rav Yeshua Levi said, "Kedai hu Rav Shimon lisvei chlav b'shas atchak." The famous words, the Heilige Rashbi is Kedai to be semichan b'shas atchak, and never you can say Kriya Shema still for Laila after Amud Shachar. Ma'aser Shabbat Abanav continues the Gemara, the 2 dots, 10 lines down. Tesam and Aleph. Ask the Gemara about Hashal Shmira Lahu Had Rav Gamliel. They didn't know this. Didn't Rav Gamliel. Explains the Gemara. Hachi Kamerle. This was their kasha that they were asking their father Rav Gamliel. Rabbanan Peli Galuyech. To the Rabbanan argue in you. We know your opinion, but the psak is like the Rabbanan. Although the Rabbanan goes, the Rabbanan hold like you. V'haydi Kamar. The Kamri al Chatzos, that which he said, Chatzos get har chadim in the Ravera, and Amar Lahu, Rav Gamliel responds, Rabbanan can receive Svir Lahu, Chavim Atem, V'haydi Kamri al Chatzos get har chadim min Avera. V'losu v'levada Amru Ella. And then we list other cases that have a similar din of Aloisa Shachar, but we have our chaka that we should do it by Chatzos. Says the Gemara of Gamliel, Mikamar Chatzos, Tikatani, V'losu v'levada Amru, Hachi Kamar Gamliel Lebanei, Afilu l'Rabbanan. Even the Rabbanan themselves, they come here Chatzos mitzvah sachel Shachar. The Rabbanan themselves are masking really until Lois. Right, they come here at Chatzos kidei laharchik adam min avera. We continue that the Mishnah quoted that not only is this din of Kriya Shema din that you have until Lois, but we bump back until Chatzos, but rather the din of Hektar Chalav ve'Avarim, as well as Kol Mashem Chacham Al Chatzos, Kol Anachol Yom Echad, we as well should do by Chatzos. Ask and not by Alois HaShachar. Ask the Gemara, what about Achilas Psachim? Real Achilas Psachim L'Katani was not listed in the Mishnah. V'Ramini Oleski Estira. Kriyish Ma'arvis V'Halel B'Leli Psachim. Ve'Achilas Pesach. Says the Brisa, Mitzvah Sa'achel Amud HaShachar. The mitzvah is until the morning. Mitzvah Sa'achel Amud HaShachar. So why was that as well listed in the Mishnah of items that really have until Alois, but we absolutely do it by Chatzos? Rav Yosef loy kasha. Rav Elazar ben Azariah. Rav Akiva the Tani v'Achlus Abbas v'Leila Lazar. Rav Elazar ben Azariah Omer. Nemar kam v'Leila Lazar v'Nemar Alam Ti Beretz v'Seim v'Leila Lazar. Malhal and Chatzos, just like over there. So Chatzos Rav Elazar ben Azariah. Avkan Chatzos. Elazar ben Azariah says that the din of Achilas Pesach has to be done by Chatzos. Therefore, it's not listed in the Mishnah that you have until Alois, because you don't. Amr Rav Akiva like far never v'Chipazayin. Ad Shas Chipazayin, they have until the time of Chipazayin, which we'll see is really the crux of this machlekes, where we keep saying that's really Babaikir. Imkein Matam Lemer Balayla, because Yachal, you would think Yenachal Kikachim, you would think it could be in like other Karbanais, but Yoim, it could be in the Karban Pesach during the day. Talmud Loimar, therefore it says the Pasuk Balayla, Balayla Unechal, Veloy Bayoim. So says the Gemara 5 lines into the white lines. Bish, Rav Elazar ben Azariah dislikes Zer Shava. So I understand it's that's the pasuk of the word. The reason the pasuk says Hazeh is Gufa. Says Elazar ben Azariah teach you the Zer Shava. That what has to be eaten by Chatzos. Other Rav Akiva Hazeh Mayav Muti Leila Acher. Who does says Rav Akiva? You know what Hazeh comes to teach you that you can't eat it the next night. What's the Havamina? I would have thought oil Pesach Kachim Kalim. Pesach is the type of Kachim Kalim. Ushlamim is the type of Kachim Kalim. Ma Shlamim, what's the din of Shnei Yom of Leila Echad? The din of a shlamim is you start eating it by day. You have that day, the next night, and the next day. 2 days and 1 night in between. So Av Pesach, you would think an interesting Havamina. You start eating the Karban Pesach by night. So you would think Nachal Shtei Laylos b'Makam Beis Yamim. You get 2 nights in place of 2 days because it starts at night. V'Yinachal Beis Laylos Yom Echad, and you would think that you can eat it for 2 nighs and 1 day. Kamash Malan v'Chamo b'Leila Hazeh. Says the Gemara of Elazar ben Azariah, how does he know this day that you can't can't eat the Korban Pesach for 2 nights. Miloy says here at Biker Navkir learns it out from the fact that Pasuk says you shouldn't leave it over till the morning. Rav Akiva, what does he say? He would say don't leave it over till the morning. When's that? The second morning. Rav Elazar called Biker Rishenu. Rav Elazar says every time the Torah says Biker, that refers to the first morning. Continues the Gemara tonight. This din of Chipaza in this din of Korban Pesach is indeed a different machlekes tanayim. The Tanya learned in a brayso. Sham tizbach as a Pesach be'erev kavaya shemesh meve'etz yitzcham mitzrayim. Says the pasuk, and we darsh. Rav Lezer, Omer be'erev. What does it mean be'erev? That's when you shech the carbon. Chavaya shemesh, when the sun comes, that refers to when you eat it, which is in the middle of the night, which is chatzos. And when you leave Mitzrayim, which is in the morning, says Rav Lezer, you know that refers to Atasayrif. That's when it becomes nicer. An interesting din that you have to eat it by night, by chatzais, but if you leave it till the morning, that's when it's nicer and you only burn in the morning. You start eating it at night, and you're allowed to eat it until when? Until you leave in Mitzrayim, which is in the morning. So the same two opinions of chatzais and baikir are these two opinions. Amar Rav Abba says Rav Abba really as follows. Everyone agrees. Everyone agrees, number one, that Klal Yisrael left at night. And everyone agrees, when did they physically leave Mitzrayim? So the Gula started at night, but they physically left Liyatzu. They left Mitzrayim, walked out by day. What is the point of debate? Al Shas Chipazain. What is the moment they're referring to as Chipazain? The moment of haste. Rav Eliezer ben Azariah Safar, 7 lines to the bottom. My Chipazain. Chipazain the Mitzrayim. When the Mitzrayim, the Egyptians, were in haste, which is Achatzais, when all the firstborns were dying. Rav Akiva Safar, my Chipazain. Chipazain the Yisrael, which is in the morning when they're actually leaving. Tana Mihachim, we have a price that proves this. Says Hashem Lekechem Mitzrayim Laila. V'chei Laila Yatzu. V'lo Yatzu Ala B'Yayim. Shtem Rachas Pesach Yatzu B'nei Yisrael B'Yad Rama. El Melami Sheischilu Lehem Gula Mi'Berev. The Gula began at night, but they didn't physically leave until the morning. And we'll stop over here and we'll pick it up from Daber Na the next year. B'Siyata Dishmaya.